Hello everyone, Anand back again. I hope all of you are doing great. And today my podcast is all about specificity. So all of you must be aware of this word specificity. Let's dive deep into this subject of specificity with some real-time example and experience. One day I asked my college-going younger son. I asked him list down things that you have achieved exactly how you wanted to achieve last, let's say, 2 years or 3 years. He started listing down one by one, typically being a college going student, young boy. He started listing down like mobile phone, laptop, shoes, shirts, the other areas like food, for example, going to a specific restaurant and watch some other gadgets, even visiting a movie theater to watch a movie, especially during COVID days. He could not go, none of us could go. So he started listing down many things that he could accomplish one by one. Then I asked him another question. How did you achieve all this? How could you achieve all this as really you wanted? He said, well, it's because I decided, I wanted to have it, so I got it. I said, very good. So does it mean you achieved everything that you listed down individually with your own power or with your own self? He was kind of a little amused and he looked at me and he said, rather taken aback, and said, no, maybe yes, you supported me financially. Mom helped me to decide, to choose, and of course my elder brother also advised me to buy the right and wrong products, whatnot, specifications and features. Well, then I went ahead and asked him, I shared with him, there are 1,000 reasons for things to happen, even though we all wanted to happen in one way. We may wanted to happen certain things in our own way, but there are 1,000 reasons, there are 1,000 elements which decide for things to happen or not. Sometimes we may not even know, right? Most of the time we may not even know. I also relate this with what is called chaos theory, the chaos principle, the complex situations, a complex theory. Then I little bit talked about chaos theory with him, because this actually shared to me by my friend, and even my elder son discussed a lot about this concept, chaos theory. So we were having chatting and we were talking about how chaos theory works and how the influences other than outside of us, outside of our family, also decide and contribute for our decisions. Though we spend money, we buy things, but decision makers, influences are everywhere in some form, digital form, the news form, in so many forms. The butterfly effect, right? You all would be knowing about butterfly effect. So we were discussing about the human beings are complex creatures. We have nothing is predictable in our lives. We deterministically think about something in one way, but there are a lot of other elements influence us to make things happen or make decisions to happen. So those are the talks that we have actually discussed within ourselves. But closer to deterministic results can happen. Does it mean that we cannot actually deterministically decide and get it done? Not necessarily. There are a lot of again theories goes like you can actually specifically plan. That is why the topic of the podcast is specificity. You should be very specific and then deterministic and then go towards it consistently and continuously, and it can even unfold in your own lifetime, whatever you wanted to achieve. There comes a lot of other elements to support. I mean, it is not just about knowing things, it is about doing things and doing things rightly. So that's exactly I told helped you to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve so far, because it is your conviction and your specific approach and your deterministic thinking and your consistent follow-up or consistent discussion with the family members and also learning about the product or things that you wanted to buy probably has more influence than not to happen. And now the question I asked him going forward, I went ahead and asked this question. So now you list down those things that you are yet to achieve, rather you wanted to achieve for a long time but you could not achieve it, things that are not achieved by you. He started writing down one by one, the big list actually. Then I asked him, like, see, a few things that you wanted to achieve and you did it. There are many things that you wanted to achieve but you still not made it, right? Now you can understand the gap, the difference. In fact, people who are listening to this podcast, I would request you to, take a sheet of paper and start writing down what and all you wanted to achieve and you achieved, and what are all the things that you really wanted to achieve but you could not achieve till today. You're still trying and attempting. So the secret is, I think, in my little understanding, is about how specific we are in our mind, in our thoughts. So are we very, very specific about those items or those things that we wanted to achieve at a given time, a specific time? If you really start deeply thinking, what will happen is certain facts will get revealed to you, that you are actually not so specific about certain things, though you wanted to actually achieve it. There are things that you really wanted to achieve and you are very specific and you achieved it. So the gap is how far you are consistently focused upon the item that you are yet to achieve. Friends, the answer is actually also quite simple. We are actually not specific in our big dreams or bigger visions of life, bigger things of life. We also call purpose of life. It could be materialistic life, materialistic items or materialistic properties, wealth, whatnot, education, whatnot. It could be even the spiritual side of it, or the ultimate human endeavor, which is knowing the ultimate, knowing the nature, knowing God, going towards realization, self-realization. It could be anything, both materialistic life as well as spiritual aspect of life. The specificity is what really plays a vital role. So small items, small things in life, we are very specific. Therefore, we are able to easily get it done. There are invisible, long-term, larger vision, larger dreams are not actually physically visible to us. So we don't believe it. Apparently, we may like it, but we don't believe in those things within ourselves. So the belief system, the faith, which is actually is going to drive things to happen in our own way. Hence, I request the listener, so whatever the dreams that we have, I think we need to break those dreams or vision into a small items. Like normally we say in our programs, like with the participants, how do you eat an elephant? And everybody gets bewildered. Then we'll say, okay, you can still eat elephant bite by bite. Just cut into pieces, and then take each piece if you want to have it. So I think we need to break them into smaller items and make specificity in each of that and apply subconscious programming. This is very powerful. And one day we will definitely surely achieve whatever we want to achieve one by one with the consistent efforts, with specificity, in spite of 1,000 other influences which can pull us down or drag us down. Those influences also will get attracted to our strong mind, the strong focus that we have, and our mind can pull, our heart can pull those influences, external influences, to support us, so that we can get it unfolded within our own eyes. And I hope all of you must be aware, only 5% of our conscious mind actually deals with many things in life. Most of the things happen through subconscious mind, which is 95%. If you want to really know about how it works, this 5%, 95%, I think I recommend you to suggest a book called Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. You please start following his videos and in YouTube, and also buy this book, Biology of Belief, where he talks about how subconscious mind works, wonders. In fact, 95% subconscious mind decides our life, and only 5% conscious mind contributes. But normally we think that 95% only I decide. No, you are not deciding. You're only it's 5%. Hence, many things normally when we go to bed, before we hit the bed, normally in India, especially South India, I come from South India, so whatever practice that we do here, we pray to God, and then we surrender ourselves to ultimate, because 8 hours you're going to sleep, so we are actually doing programming, subconscious programming to our heart. Our subconscious is getting programmed before we hit the bed. In that condition we go to bed, so that the sleep is also good, and when we get up in the morning, the entire programming is already done, so the executable files are ready to execute. So many children probably have a lot of dreams, right? They dream, and then they may be thinking about whatever they wanted to buy, enjoy, experience. For example, even ice cream. Probably they would have thought through, and next day morning ice cream. Mama goes and buy ice cream and give it to the child. So subconscious mind is so powerful, and if you are very specific, I think we will be able to achieve many things in life. And it helped me in small ways. I tried and experimented, and we are all in the work in progress stage. All of us are in work in progress stage. Since I studied this subject, I understand this subject, I thought I will share this to my listeners. Let's work towards this, and may it happen in all of our lives. Take care. Thank you very much. If you like it, please share it with your friends. Bye-bye.